Today I will be reviewing the new movie about Vinny Paz's, aka the Tasmanian Devils, comeback in boxing. And that movie is called Bleed for This. And if you want a better description of it, I got this summary from IMDb. So all credits go to IMDb. I did not make this summary up. IMDb did. So all credits go to IMDb, and I am not plagiarizing. So let's get started. The inspirational story of world champion boxer Vinny Paz, who, after a new fatal car crash, which left him not knowing if he ever walk again, made one of the sport's most incredible comebacks. And see, he's a boxer, and after a car crash, he tries to just get himself back and organized and make him like good again, and he just doesn't want to give up. He wants to actually make a comeback after he got in a car crash. And yeah, so this summary was from IMDb, so all credits go to IMDb. So anyways, what do I think about this movie? This movie was awesome. I love this movie. If I could, the best way I think to describe this movie is that it's like Rocky, but it's not exaggerated. You know how, well, if you've seen Creed or Rocky, like any of the Rocky movies, it's very exaggerated. Like, they try to exaggerate it too much. But in this movie, I mean, this is based on a true story. I don't know if you guys have already realized this, but it's very realistic. They don't exaggerate it. I was just shocked. I thought they were going to exaggerate, but really they didn't. They really did not exaggerate it. I'm like, wow. So this might be boring for some viewers. If you're a casual viewer, this might be boring because if you like Rocky, and if you just like it because of the cheesiness or the or how because what was I thinking? If you like the exaggeration of Rocky movies, I don't know if you'll like this movie because this movie is not exaggerated at all. So I'm not really sure. So I mean, it is. I mean, I did like it even though it didn't have exaggeration. But if you like exaggerated movies, I don't think this movie is right for you. I mean, acting was awesome. I mean, I loved the acting in this. Yeah, there was a lot of good actors, so that was part of the reason why. But yeah, the acting was really good. What else? Well, see, you know, this movie is very hard for me to review because, like, yeah, I need to put this in review that it's kind of hard to remember after you watch the movie because after, like, when I saw Jack Reacher Never Go Back, after it was hard for me to think of what happened in it because, well, because, you know, there's some movies that are hard to remember what happened in because they might be forgettable. They might not leave much of an impact on you. But this movie, I mean, it leaves an impact on me, but it's pretty hard to remember what happened. I don't know why. Because, you know, there's some movies that are like, I can't remember what happened. And it's like 2 days after you saw it, and you still can't remember. There's some parts you can't really remember, like exactly remember what happened. See, that's what's like after you see this movie, like, I gotta think about this. What happened? And I'm like, oh yeah, because it doesn't come straight. It comes like just a few seconds, and then you're like, what happened? Because after you see the movie, it's like, what happened? I mean, probably in like 1 year. I mean, like, I should check out Bleed for This again because I can't really remember what happened. See, I don't think this movie's gonna really make you remember all this because, like, it's not like there's a lot of humor in it. I mean, there is some slight humor, but it's not like it's like the most humorous movie ever. So, I mean, it is pretty forgettable. I mean, it's not forgettable in a bad way, but it's like, I mean, some good movies can be forgettable, and this is one of them. Because sometimes I'm like, What happened? I mean, it might be confusing for you guys, but it's just a forgettable movie, though. I mean, I do love this movie. It is very inspiring. It might bore some people. I don't know if I already said this, but it might bore some people. Oh yeah, I have said this, but it might bore some people if you want an exaggerated sports movie. Because it's not an exaggerated sports movie. I mean, it's based on a true story, and I heard that, like, Vinny the movie, like the guy that they're making the movie about, he watched it and he said that it's super realistic. So, I mean, that could be the reason why they probably tried to make it so realistic that it wasn't exaggerated. Because some true sports movies are like super exaggerated, but they probably tried to make this one so realistic it wasn't exaggerated. Because a lot of true story movies are like they're barely true, but I'm pretty sure this one's really realistic, like solely. Though, I mean, I love this movie. It's not like I mean, it's probably one of my favorite movies this year. If you're expecting like a Rocky movie, like an exaggerated Rocky movie, cheesy, this is not it. Bleed for This is a Rocky movie without the exaggeration in it and the cheesiness. That's the best way I could describe Bleed for This. So yeah, you should check out Bleed for This out. I do really think you should check it out. I mean, if you do like Rocky, you might actually like this film. If you do like Vinny, I bet you'll love this film. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and check out this movie. So yeah, boy.